Hello and welcome to the demo day on the ninth cohort of NetApp Accelerator. My name is Amarnath Rampratap and I'm responsible for the cloud security product line business at NetApp. A business continuity plan is essential for any business to ensure continuity during the time of crisis, and this requires a number of tools and processes and a very well coordinated effort that is precise and predictable. Recovering from a disaster has always been a complex and a tedious process, and it gets even more complex when operating in the cloud or in a hybrid environment. A good data protection and a mobility solution is important to make copies of your mission critical data. And that's not just it. And the ability to be able to restore the infrastructure, the workload, and the application in its native state is the key here. That's the evolution of disaster recovery as a service in today's world. And the DR as a service market is valued at $5.1 billion as of 2020 and is expected to triple by 2025. And that's how large the market and the opportunity here is. Moving or operating in a cloud does not guarantee availability or continuity, though the cloud service provider is obliged and is responsible for it. I can say that because we all have seen outages AWS witnessed just in the month of December alone. I'm not picking on AWS, but what I'm trying to say here is no hyperscaler is invincible. You cannot say that I've moved into the cloud and I cannot have outages, or I will not have outages. Thus, having a multi-cloud strategy is important for customers to mitigate the continuity challenges. And that is not that very easy because fundamentally you need portability. Portability of your infrastructure, your workload, and your application is required to fully benefit on the multi-cloud strategy and the ability to recover in a matter of minutes than hours. And Datamotive does exactly that. They enable customers to build portability of these applications, workloads, and infrastructure. I would call it cloud portability because moving from one cloud to another cloud just happens in a matter of minutes, right? So when it comes to business continuity and disaster recovery, the most important metric we all look at is primarily a recovery point objective, but recovery time objective is a very important metric too. The number of minutes to hours your business applications are down is the amount of business that is actually lost. And Datamotive, what's very cool about them is that they guarantee a under 10-minute recovery time, irrelevant of the size of the workload, right? Along with an any cloud to any cloud application. And that's not very unique, but what is very unique about these guys are that, or Datamotive is that they are agentless and lightweight. With that, from an evaluation perspective, if customers, or if I were evaluating a good business continuity solution, there are three major attributes that I would look at. One is actually the mobility. Second is the recovery SLA and the total cost of ownership. There are many players. It's a crowded market. There are many players here. There are prominent players and key players. Not a single vendor would check all these three boxes, but Datamotive checks all these boxes. With that, let's bring the Datamotive team live. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amar, for the kind introduction of Datamotive. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to everyone across the world. My name is Yogesh. I'm the founder of Datamotive, and in the next 5 to 6 minutes, I intend to present a unique and powerful operating model for enabling business continuity and mobility across the hybrid multi-cloud. Today, the hybrid multi-cloud is a key aspect of every organization's IT strategy. And based on everything we know, this strategy is here to stay and set to grow multifold. There are some serious challenges though. All these different platforms and technologies increase operational complexity. And this complexity in turn is manifesting into service disruptions and outages. Many of us would be aware, maybe even affected by some of the major outages AWS suffered just in the last month itself. Services were down for hours, while some took more than a day to fully recover. And these were just due to human errors or infrastructure failures. When we see the impact of ransomware, it is quite simply unbelievable. These outages are not only costing organizations millions of dollars, but also loss of reputation and customers. Business continuity has never been more critical than before. Government regulatory bodies have been taking notice and enforcing a multi-cloud strategy for their sectors. APRA, the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, has been mandating this strategy since 2018. Analysts have taken it a step further and identified the fundamental need, which is cloud portability. Gartner, in its recent report, has positioned it as a required innovation trigger. And this is primarily because workloads are not inherently portable. And this leads to the fact that recovery SLAs are hardly ever met. And due to both these reasons, the cost to value ratio is extremely poor. These are exactly the problems we are solving at Datamotive. We have invented an engine that enables entire workloads to move seamlessly across and between clouds. Datamotive replicates the data, the applications that use this data, the operating systems these applications run on, their configurations, access controls, everything is replicated from any cloud to any other cloud. And when these workloads are recovered, they are always recovered in the target's native format. Additionally, we are not only meeting, but improving the recovery SLAs to under 10 minutes, regardless of the workload size. And all of this at an unprecedented cost to value ratio. By enabling this seamless mobility, Datamotive is addressing all the business continuity, mobility, and DevOps challenges for the hybrid multi-cloud. Scenarios like disaster recovery, ransomware recovery, workload migrations, cloud cloning are some of the things that Datamotive will make an immediate impact on. So double-clicking on what Datamotive really brings to the table. This ability to seamlessly move entire workloads will remove vendor lock-ins and give the negotiation leverage back to the organizations. Datamotive follows an agentless and incremental replication approach. This enables a zero-trust security model with zero performance impact on the production workloads, and thus significantly improving every organization's overall security profile. And most importantly, Datamotive provides a 10-minute recovery SLA. This is regardless of the size of the workload. Let it be a 200 GB workload or a 10 terabyte workload. Recovery is always in 10 minutes flat. And all this while reducing the total cost of ownership by at least 300% per year, making it the industry's first platform to provide secure, reliable SLAs at an extremely high cost to value ratio for hybrid multi-clouds. This is Datamotive, changing the way the hybrid multi-clouds operate, bringing the Gartner proposed innovation trigger to today, answering the needs of regulators by bringing an industry-first proprietary platform to the market. As I mentioned earlier, the current solutions are incomplete. They can at best get close to meeting only 2 of the 3 key evaluation criteria, which are mobility, recovery SLAs, and TCO. Datamotive is the only complete solution that offers and improves all 3. Organizations no longer have to make a compromise. They achieve freedom from vendor lock-ins, gain the industry's best SLAs, all of this while saving millions of dollars a year. From a business model perspective, Datamotive will be available as a hosted or a SaaS model. We'll be focusing on sectors requiring compliance and service availability. Direct sales is clearly our go-to sales approach, but channels and partnerships will play a key role as well. We have accomplished a lot in a short span of less than a year. Datamotive is ready and deployed at 2 customer locations. The product is also available in our free of cost sandbox environment, where we have quite a few prospects validating the solution for their needs and requirements. We have already raised seed funding from 2 recognized VC firms. We also have partnerships in place with VMware and AWS, and GCP is just a few days away. We are exploring joint go-to-markets, product-level integrations with various vendors in this space. And of course, this includes NetApp. In short, we have been very aggressive in developing and deploying the product, forming partnerships, and thus creating an excellent baseline to launch from. We already have our core team in place and expanding rapidly. Each team member brings in a complementary skill set, and we have known each other for several years. In addition, we are also establishing a very strong advisory pool to lean on to guide us and mentor us through our journey. We want you to join Datamotive. We are confident of Datamotive, its potential, the benefits and value we can deliver to our customers. We are looking for partners who can help accelerate our roadmap and achieve our vision of establishing a new operating model and unlocking this challenge for the hybrid multi-cloud. We sincerely appreciate your time and looking forward to taking our conversations further. Thank you so much and have a great day.